You can see a little bit of the tower cam swaying in the breeze. It's springtime. It's early March. That means we get the wind and the slightly warmer temperatures. We also maintain snow in the mountains. We have a midweek kick happening, and then we have another one occurring for this upcoming weekend. So a very different pattern of late because our weekends have been actually decent, storm-free weekends. That all changes this upcoming weekend. We're in a situation where the flow is just swinging through. We're going to get increased cloud coverage tonight. Oh, check this out. We're about an hour away from sunset. In a week's time, we move clocks forward an hour. That means the sun sets right around 7 p.m. in another week. Something to look forward to. Also, decent temperatures as well. I'll show you those numbers. Right now, it's wind speeds like this at 10 to 20 miles per hour. We're going to keep 10 to 20 mile per hour wind speeds in the profile for the next couple of afternoons. Yesterday, we expected and we received those top gusts anywhere from near 40 miles per hour at Grand Junction to almost 50 miles per hour at Montrose. Today, still breezy and gusty, just not as strong. Mountain zones, it's going to be the same story. Anticipate strong winds. Primarily, we're catching the southwest flow. Helpful if you're traveling eastbound. It helps move you along, but sometimes that'll create some problems with high-profile vehicles. So if you're an RV, you're getting it out of storage, you're getting it done with winterization, opening up the windows for spring. Just be mindful of those winds, crosswinds especially. Now let's jump into temperatures because that's the other thing we get during the month of March. Spring-like temperatures. This is about where we should be. Now Montrose is a little bit warmer. Mid-50s, that's our high temperature today. While not official, we're not going to get any warmer, but we should be in the low 50s for Montrose. We should also be in the mid-50s for Grand Junction. Delta checking in with 60 degree today. Not a whole lot of places hit 60 degrees. Current temperatures, again, not that far off from where we were earlier today. Fantastic conditions. We felt the warmth yesterday and we got the warmth today. We also maintain partly cloudy skies. We have plenty of sunshine popping through. Tonight we're going to keep partly cloudy skies. Tomorrow, through the midweek period. A lot of these storms that are passing us by to the north, contributing to that cloud coverage. We don't have to worry about wind chill when we get greater than 50 degrees, but with wind in the forecast and our cooling we expect during the overnight and early morning hours, wind chill will still be a factor, just not as bad as deep winter. Tomorrow afternoon, much of the same situation. Temperatures getting to the norm, and we'll keep this going through portions of this week. There's one day this week that we get behind a cold front. But in the meantime, we're not. Radar sweeping clear, satellite imagery looking down from above, cloud coverage building in. Most of the activity is going to remain to the north, as has been the case to the north, northwest. In-house computer models, there's not a whole lot of snow available, but again, northern mountain zones will keep it. And we're not talking about a bunch of snow. This first system coming through, just a wiggle of energy. Late last week and over the weekend, I was talking about that wheel in the Pacific Northwest, and every once in a while, the spoke from that wheel will clip off and swing right through like a kick of energy. And we have the jet stream that's helping transport a lot of that, not only moisture, but that wiggle of energy. And it jams up. The jet stream is remaining over the northwest portion of Colorado, so when we start to see snow falling for the midweek period, probably won't get to a winter weather advisory status. When we look towards that next kick for the upcoming weekend, this weekend, we could get a winter weather advisory out of it. Storm warning, we'll see how that weekend storm develops, how more intense it will be, but most mountains will pick up more snow. Again, we're not talking about a bunch, but if you have to travel over the mountain passes, that's where you're likely to encounter those conditions. Wind advisories, again, March and April, these are some of the things we'll be watching out for. A low pressure system, there's that wheel off in the Pacific Northwest. Jet stream, primarily southwest flow. This is what trains the storms. It keeps the storms swinging through, and right now it's tracking across the northwest corner of Colorado, as has been the case over this past weekend, will be the case for the midweek period, and will also be the case to some extent this upcoming weekend. We'll see how deep this low pressure system can swing and move through. That'll determine the intensity of the storms for more mountain zones. But as we look towards tomorrow, really, we're unaffected locally. We keep wind in the forecast. We keep partly cloudy skies, dry conditions. As far as temperatures go, we're going to maintain, I think you'll be happy, we're going to maintain these March averages. Now, we do have a cold front that's going to swing through behind this next kick. So temperatures will drop. It's only a subtle drop. I don't think I won't feel it. But once we get to this upcoming weekend with that more significant storm system, and again, depending on how deep that low pressure system will drop and how strong that southwest flow, but here's an idea. Look at the low temperature Saturday morning. That's a pretty good indication of that southwest flow. Increased temperatures. Now that almost guarantees with that warmth that we'll see some rain showers in the lower elevations, but it means more snow for the mountains, and that's great because it is spring break after all. We do enjoy spring skiing in the Rockies. Montrose, much of the same. Our cooling on Thursday is only temporary behind that cold front, and we will also be looking at showers for the start of this upcoming weekend with that bigger mountain storm system.